I'm not Mr. Bushcraft, but I do know our species very well because I've been in it for a long, long time. There's something called heartwood and sapwood. They're two most definitely different things. Sap, starches, water, sugars, they all run up the phloem, cambium, xylem, whatever words you want to put together and make it all sound scientific. But that's the words, those are the words. And they flow up the outside of, say, the round. It goes up the outside. The inside is the heartwood, okay? And you can literally see this is my wife's axe I made her, and it's made out of some crazy Australian wood. I think it's, gosh, that sap's nice. I forget what it is, but it made a wicked handle. My wife has used this, friends. She has used it. Looks like it's got a little, I might lengthen that down there a little bit for her. She's cracked it a few times, you can see. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's cracked that a few times. But I've got the big wrap for her there. See that? So, friends, heartwood, sapwood, two totally different things. The sapwood is on the outside of the tree, which is here because there's the bark. And actually, the heartwood, you can actually see some of it shows up right away. See this? It's light and this is dark. Well, I'll show you a little something. Watch this. Yeah, you can see it here. Okay, there we go. This is your kindling. It's so dry and light. This is what you make your kindling out of. It'll be brown. You'll see it, friends. Okay? It'll actually be brown. You see how it's coming apart like that? Now, the sapwood, this is heavy and it's white. It's not good. You got to get a good fire going before you get into that. Now here, look at this. My wife's axe is actually quite nice. This is interesting. Here's some heartwood right here. The whole piece is heartwood, and you can see all the rot and malaria in it, or whatever they call that. Yeah, see it. But this is still heartwood. It's light as can be, and that's why you rarely see the outside in a living tree get all. See, here's a perfect example. Perfect example right there. Whoops. See the color change? See, this is the sapwood here. You can see it. That's where the bark is. This is where all the energies and waters and sugars and starches flow up in here, okay? This is heartwood, okay? And it is so light. Here's another perfect example. Here, it's got a great big, knot. Here's a chunk of heartwood, an entire chunk of heartwood. Right there, the whole thing is heartwood because there's the center of the tree. There might be a touch of sapwood right there that we can do that with. But, so this is very, very light. I'm actually going to start a fire, friends. See that? This is it here. It's beautiful. So that's what you start your fires with, friends. The heartwood. Now, I brought out a power saw here. It's Harvey's 372 or 371. Okay. Wow. Interesting. We don't need that. So, heartwood right here. That's what you don't want in an axe. Okay, we're gonna cut a couple rounds with this power saw here. That is a nice axe. There's the heartwood right there. I wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, if that was riddled in sap. Okay, so a lot of this I'm going to burn just on the fire pit. So friends, I want to talk about a couple axes that I have that I love, okay? Like really love. And it's because of their profile. And their look, actually, the way they look. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Excuse me, one I haven't had out, and it seems to be the Dandenong. So remember this one, friends? This is a World Finest Kelly Dandenong with a white oak handle. Okay, it's white oak. It's got all its energy out at the end. Look at that, friends. I'm right at the tip of the steel. That's rocking a sock, right? Little protection under the head for, you know what I mean? But this is what I'm talking about right here. I want to show you something. Look at. Okay, I'm just. This is the selling feature for me right here. Okay, it just is. Now the one in the. So these are very similar axes. Okay, so you see what just happened there. Now. Here is our double bit 5-pounder. We all know this one. This is the one I break out when we got problems, when the wood has given me problems. This is not an axe that sticks into the wood. It's just not. Sometimes it does. No, not today. It's a brute. It's a brute. But I want to show you this thing too. Now this axe, when I got this axe, I'm not sure where this come from, I'll be very honest. I think Maca. I made this a strong edge, okay? Not really sharp and gonna bend over. But it's this axe, friends. Do you guys remember this one? You do, don't you? A couple nice axes. This is what this video is gonna be called. And I'm gonna tell you something, friends. Honestly. Notice something in common? Yes, of course you do. So all I know is this axe, like there it goes. You heard the sound, right? This is a little lighter, this one, but it's got the same feel, right? It just does. I gotta cut this stuff in half. Yeah, see, this is a lovely tool, friends. You hear that sound, eh? You know it's split. Gosh, this is a nice axe. I like my Dandenongs. I'm just telling you right now, I do. I'm almost out of wood. But anyways, I gotta run a power saw through that one there, I think. Well, and this one. But I'll knock the bark off it first. Gosh darn. So I'm just burning right now because we've got another bit of shrapnel. I don't want it laying around. Yeah, you know, like rocking a sock. Get all that weight out at the end, friends. This is a nice tool, this one. Oh. See that? Yep, you do. There's Mom's axe. I'm gonna bust the bark off of this, and we're gonna do a cut with this iron horse saw. A lot of this stuff is kind of. I'm probably gonna maybe use it for the bunker or throw it on the fire pit. It's kind of got some. I'm gonna burn the bark, that's for sure. There we go. See that bark come off? That tells you she's been down a while. Or maybe even standing dead. Look at this. Beautiful. The rocks are getting stuck in the bark, right? So let's do something here. Let's do this. Let's see if we can't do something here. Look at this knot. Holy smokes. Look at that. It's just gonna, wood is neat. So cool. Okay. I want to get, this is a heavy piece of wood, but if I get it to here and get the right stance, Daniel. Here, we should be able to get this like this now. There we go. Okay. It's actually got its own stoppers. Heartwood. So I'll cut this stuff in half because this is actually, it's very nice burning. It's either that or I take a sliver off it and stack it there, which I may do as well. Yeah, I may do that. Some of it's got rot. I don't need it. Yeah, so I'll probably fire up the saw and see what I mean, friends? It's got that kind of that marbling in it. Good. Okay. There. We got like, this is all going on the burn pile, friends. All this bark and everything. Got a nice fire going there now. That should burn up good. You can see the water kind of fizzing out of it though. Right? Okay, maybe we should fire this power saw and take a run off of that fir. That's good hard fir, that.
Hey, Bucket, this is for you, buddy.
Through your file guides, toss them in the creek and get rid of them all.
So friends, what this is a brand new chain, full house or full comp, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it. No rakers have been touched. The thing is bone stock, except it has a grind on it. I've ground the chain. I'm going to do something for you guys, gals, women, and children. I'm going to get a brand new chain. I'm going to cut with it out of the box, time a cut. I'm going to take it off the bar. I'm going to grind it, and I'm going to put it back on and take another cut. You might be surprised. Without touching rakers or nothing. Over nu. On a build like this, it likes a higher idle. That's what you're hearing there a bit. Needs tune, you can tell, but that is a hot rod. I don't know if you've watched the Iron Horse, or if you're new to my channel. Those are the saws that I did 90% of my production falling with in Vancouver Island. This is a hot rod though. Like, go Go to Iron Horse Chainsaws. The Iron Horse. And see what he did to Buck and Billy Ray's 371. It's quite interesting what he done to this. It's the strongest one I've ever had from him. And I've got others. I should go get another one. All right, this is another one of his friends. It's a big bore, 75 cc's. Friends, I'll mention here, I think I even tried a bore with this saw. This saw's been, or pardon me, with this chain coming up on this next 75 cc saw. It's a big bore 72. It's got a completely different chain on it. It's been ground about 4 or 5 times. It's halfway down the chain. It's pulling like mad. Like it's actually a bit hungry. I've got it set up for bucking, not undercuts and back cuts. It's set up for bucking. So you'll notice it here. It's quite quick actually.
We're under the tube.
Much easier. Oh, you guys missed my last couple cuts. Or did you? Yeah, you did. Sorry. Fast cutting sauce.
All right, friends. Well, we're going to sign off now. That is just a day, well, a couple hours really. I just love my yard. I believe that God put me in the right spot. Rivers, mountains, trees, power saws, just axes, the whole gig. I was born and raised into it. It's just where I belong, and I'm happy here. And the search for happiness seems to be quite a thing in this world we live in this place. Friends, listen to your spirit. Just go with your spirit. What your spirit is saying is what your heart wants. And I know that the world is crazy and it's got all this mad stuff in it to deal with, but you have control over you and what you want to do. And I want to have a second here to thank every single person that comes to this channel, this YouTube channel, the website, buckandbillyray.com, and supports me on my journey spreading a message. And my message is to be kind to one another and invest in yourself and your God-given gifts. Friends, I love yous all. Let's be kind to one another. There is no better time than starting right now. I love yous. Thanks for coming here. We'll see you on the next video. You know what to do. Over and out. Be kind, friends.